So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Happy Thursday. Man, oh man, we are going to talk goals today, but don't get all upset. It's not going to be like how to set a goal. Maybe that upsets you if I don't do that. But no, it's the bigger picture of goals. Because I'm a big believer in goals, but sometimes they're not the smart thing to do. So we're going to talk about SMART goals today, and should you be doing SMART goals? I do this every so often. It's always fun, and it's going to be fun today. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. The positive boost you need every single day, because life begins when you move. We all know that. It's the old taking action principle that we've all heard for so long, and it goes way back to Stoic philosophy. This is nothing that, I invented or Tony Robbins invented or Zig Ziglar invented. It goes all the way back to Stoics, and probably before that. There was probably a caveman said, you know what, if you don't get off your butt and take action, you don't get to eat and invent fire. So it goes back a long time. So ultimately what happens is, we know life begins when you move, but then stuff happens. Life gets in the way. Hurricanes happen like here where I live in Florida, and snow happens up north, and it slows you up a little bit. That's okay. What are you going to do about it? I figure it out. We stand up, we take a step, repeat, we keep going. Today's going to be fun because SMART goals are one of the, this is the contrarian part of me. So before I get into today's show, I will explain SMART goals in just a minute if you haven't heard that. But before I get into the show, I just want to let you know that sometimes I will do things backwards because I practice what I call observational motivation or observational success, I guess. That's the skeptic in me that looks at the world and looks at what people do and what they say mostly and goes, okay, great, dynamite, did it work? That's it. And so sometimes I find that if you look beyond what people say or what you read, even beyond what they do and look at what the result is, you're going to say, wait a second. Something's different here. So I observe that. That's my job. I do that every single day. Oh, by the way, people that have success and have what you want that you can learn from, if I can teach you, I really want to. And I'm telling you everything I can think of telling. I really, truly am. I know a lot of stuff. I had a lot of success in my life. But at the same time, I can't share with you everything I know. Not because I'm holding back. It's because I don't remember. It's because it's all nested in my brain. It's way back in there. And unless you prompt it out of me, I'm not going to tell you. But if you prompt me, I'm going to tell you. So today we're going to go down that road. I just wanted to preface that before we get in that road. Anyway, my name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. I'm so happy you're here today. So the question is, are SMART goals good for you? Are SMART goals good for you? So I'm a big fan of setting what I like to call big-ass goals. First off, it's fun to say it that way, right? It is. Not everybody, but for me, I like it. It's biblical, right? Big-ass goals. Dreaming big is my natural state. I'm thinking it might be your state. It's all relative. You might dream bigger than I do or smaller than I do. I don't know. But dreaming big is my natural state. And big-ass goals, maybe let me define a big-ass goal for you. I just got off the phone with a client. He has a big-ass goal, $100,000 a month and to buy a Maserati. I didn't even know the model. I don't know Maseratis. To me, that's a nothing goal. That wouldn't even drive me, but it drives him. It is so outlandish for him that it's driving him, but he believes in it. So big-ass goals are, I think, huge, but there's a couple of things we have to know to get to a big-ass goal, which is why I think SMART goals don't work. And they won't get you there. They might get you, to the grocery store on Saturday. They might get you to schedule a vacation. They might get you to make a phone call. Yeah, they might. But will they get you to the big-ass goal? I don't know. So what SMART stand for? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Now, somebody else made that up. I have no idea. I never even took the time to research it. So if I stole your stuff, I'm sorry. But I agree with most of it. You're going to hear in a second here. So specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound. On the surface, it sounds really good, doesn't it? I can't wrap my head around it, though. You know why? Not setting goals because they don't seem realistic or achievable. So if you set SMART goals and you sit down to do this, let me ask you a question. Specific, that's a whole other thing. The more specific you are, in fact, you need to be specific to achieve any goal. If you're not specific, you're just a wandering generality, as Zig Ziglar used to say. So you need to get very specific. That's hard. Sometimes that's an entirely other podcast to figure that stuff out. But then again, measurable, measuring everything like weight loss, no matter what you do, when you measure, you're going to get. What you measure, you get results when you measure. You can see where you've been. You can then predict where you're going. Achievable. When's the last time you set a big-ass goal and you thought it was achievable? I mean, really, truly, way down deep. You believe you could achieve it. You have to believe you can do it. I can do it if I work hard. I can do it if I get a break. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. But down somewhere deep inside, you don't know. Got to overcome that, don't you? Realistic. When's the last time you set a goal, a big-ass goal, that was realistic? How do I know? How many people said, what are you thinking? That's a stupid goal. You can't do that. That's not realistic. People say that all the time, right? But it's happened. You say it to yourself, too. So, again, I like specific. I like measurable. I really love the concept of achievable and realistic. I can't buy into it. And time-bound, the final one. Yeah, time-bound's cool. All right, let's break this down a little more. Okay. Here's the basic gist of this whole thing. I have never, ever set a big-ass goal that when I set it, I kind of thought, I hoped, I believed I could achieve, but I didn't know I could achieve it. And it didn't seem realistic because in the world I lived in at the time when I set the goal, that wasn't the world I was going to be living in. The goal, the place you are today is not the place you're going to be when you get to the other side of your goal. Got to pay attention to that. It's not, if you've never experienced it personally, yeah, I know you can visualize. I love all that stuff. And it's powerful stuff and you should be doing all that. But the truth is, let's be human about this thing. If you've never been there, it's not going to feel realistic to you. So you need to have another way to do this. So, man, some of the stuff that we set big-ass goals for, if all that were true, you'd already be doing them. Anytime you're moving into dreaming, into doing, you're going to be living in a land of crazy and scary. So, I want you to look at the SMART goals. Let's talk about this again. Is your goal that you have in your mind right now or sitting on the piece of paper in front of you, is it specific? I talked to a client the other day. She wants to be healthy next year. And I said, I want to be healthy at a cellular level. And she went, oh. And that was pretty specific, but it could go deeper. Is the goal you have in front of you specific? Is it measurable? Is there some way to measure it? There is a way to measure almost everything. Can you measure it? Think about that. Is it achievable? Do you really feel that it is? Are you 80% you can get there? Yeah. You are? Carry on. Go do it. Is it realistic? Most of your friends are going to say it's not. Do you think it is? Think it through and understand the terms that you're moving forward with here. Don't just take the words and say, oh, it's achievable and realistic. Understand what that means to you. And is it time-bound? I like time-bound. Time-bound puts you toward deadlines. Deadlines are extremely powerful. I use them all the time to drive me because Scott's going to goof off and not get things done if he has a chance because that's what I do. No, I don't want to do it. It's not that I don't have discipline. It's who I am. So I have to kind of have a plan to get me to do things. So instead of doing that, I tend to be outcome-based, and that's how I like to think about it. And the reason I do is because sometimes I find that deadlines, you just can't make it for some reason, whatever reason, all kinds of reasons. But I'm going to get there eventually because I don't know if you noticed with these big-ass goals, sometimes they take a little bit longer than you think. So I want you to think clearly about your big-ass unrealistic goal because that's exactly what it is. Because you're not living it today, it's going to be a difficult one to do. When you set your goals, they're specific, they are measurable, achievable the way you understand it to be achievable, and realistic the way you understand it to be realistic where you are today, and time-bound or outcome-based if that works better for you. It's always your choice in how you get what you want in your life. Oh, by the way, for the folks who got mad at me the other day because I was challenging a word of the year with words of the year, remember what I said during that program. And make sure you hear this and get it because I'll probably say it a couple of times, is that whatever you believe in, whatever gets you excited, whatever works for you, however you can interpret it in your own little brain to get you to do the things you say you want to do because you are the boss of you, and whatever you can interpret to get that, which is what you do naturally anyway, that's what you should do. Whatever you find works for you, to heck with what anybody else says to. Just get the results you want the way you want to do it, and you're going to be happier for it. All right. Join me in the Facebook group. We got a bunch of people over there right now. I have been a little quiet lately. They've been carrying it for me. I've just been absorbed in things, but I'll be back. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook, and we'll let you in. We'll have a good time. It's a good group of folk. I'll see you tomorrow.